evening and welcome to our live crafting this evening. My name is Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm based in the market town of Brackley in Northamptonshire in the UK. It's Tuesday the 7th of March and I'm bringing you some new products that I haven't as yet used. These are from our January to April 2023 catalogue, so we're over halfway through this catalogue already. It's just hard to believe, isn't it, that it's gone so quickly, but there we go. And the set that I'm using features some cute little animals and some fabulous papers. And even if you don't like animals, the papers still have some great designs on them. If you're not into cute, then I fully understand that. So let me just make sure that we're coming up where we should do on Facebook, and we'll get cracking. So I'll show you the pages in the catalogue. There we are. So it's on page 50 and 51 in our catalogue. Hi Moretta, thanks for joining us. And is a suite of products, and it includes papers, a stamp set, dies, some little embellishments and an embossing folder. And I know you can't see this in full detail, but let me just show you hopefully some of the samples. So the die set does include this cute little kite. Not sure if you can see that on, yes, you can just about see that on there. And then the papers here are the background, which I will show you. And then we have clouds as well, and then we have the animals. So there's a tortoise, on the papers there's a little pig, there's a rabbit and a fox with an umbrella. If I just turn the page over, we have the Playing in the Rain stamp set, we have the coordinating dies, which also have a pretty little bridge included, as well as cutting out the animals from the papers and the clouds. And then we've got these tiny little embellishments. They're called loose daisy embellishments, and when it says loose, it means it doesn't have any self-adhesive on the back, so you do need to stick them down with some glue. And then we've got the raindrops embossing folder and the papers. So let me show you those. Nice bright spring papers, and the colours used in there are Flirty Flamingo, Cajun Craze, Mango Melody, Old Olive, Balmy Blue, and then there's a coating on there which is like a clear UV coating to give the impression of the rain. So let me show you. This is the embossing folder, and I'm hoping it's I've embossed it on the sheet, and I'm hoping you can see that. And in the catalogue they show it as being that way round, but in my mind the raindrops should be that way round. Let me know what you think, with the larger teardrop at the bottom. Oh no, it's the same way round. It just looked, when I glanced at it, it looked different. No, okay, just ignore that. Rewind 5 seconds and ignore that. This is the stamp set that we're going to use. I haven't used it. Hi Moretta, I hope you're feeling okay, and I'm hoping that you test negative soon, if not already. So there are 3 animals, as you can see. There is a tortoise, a fox and a rabbit. We've got Rainy Days Are Better With You, Oh Happy Day, some clouds, little raindrop stamps and some cute little flowers, and then a puddle and an umbrella. Those are the stamps. I haven't purchased the dies. I've just bought the stamps, the papers and the embossing folder. So the papers are 12 by 12. Hi Carol, I hope you're well. So here they are, and you can see the UV coating on some of the characters, and on this one it's on their coats and things like that. So these are the same size as the stamps, so if you purchase the dies they will cut out not only this one but the stamped image as well. So if I get that fox out, that is the same. So I'll show you one side first and then I'll show you the other. This one is really sweet. So we've got the coating on the clouds that you can hopefully just see there, and then this lovely scene at the bottom. We've got a heap of umbrellas, literally, and then we've got rain. Yes, that is that way round, and I don't know if you can see that coating on there. If I just tilt it slowly, hopefully you can see that, like so. It's a bit stormy, that particular one. And then we've got some different animals. So we've got a dog, we've got the turtle, but this time, the tortoise, this time with the umbrella. We've got different sets of clouds, and we've got a little pig with an umbrella as well. And then we've got more of those raindrops, and this one quite a lot, get it the right way around. I quite like you've got the heavy going down to the light, so you could get 3 cards out of that with some different layers going on. Hi Kat, hi Sue. Thanks for joining us. I've been following your activities recently. You've been very, very busy. And then we're back to the front. Let me turn over so you see the reverse sides. So we've got some bit of Flirty Flamingo and Mango Melody here with some spatters on there. We've got this one with the tiny little raindrops in Flirty Flamingo and Mango Melody. We've got these with a little floral design on. That's really pretty actually. These nice bright flowers on a Mango Melody background. Crisscross. And then good old stripes. So these are half sheets, and you get 12 full sheets in your pack. And this is specialty paper, so it's £14 for the 12 sheets because it's got this embossed coating on it. Okay, so for our card today we're going to start off simply. I've used the embossing folder on this piece of balmy blue, and this is going to go onto a white card. And this stamp set is going to be our stamp set of the week. So if you purchase this stamp set, then I send you all the components to make the cards as I show you. So it would include, for example, the base card and this embossed layer. The stamp set is £25 and the dies are 33 if you bought them separately. And then the bundle is discounted down to £52. And the embossing folder, I think, is just £8. I've written it on the embossing folder. Yeah, £8 for the embossing folder. That's one of our standard ones. Okay, so I'm going to put that onto there. I think I'm going to wrap some ribbon around it. And I think I want... going to use the rabbit, and I've got a couple of circles that I've already pre-cut. It's definitely too big for that one. And I think it'll just about fit onto there. And I'm going to stamp him and then stamp a sentiment in some clouds. So I'm going to cut some clouds out. So I am going to ink this up with early espresso, which I need to grab from my coffee and card bag. So just inking this up. Now this is the first time I've used it, so I am just going to stamp off on here. Oh, windmill, that's an oldie. That's last spring's. Okay, so cute. So ink this up, take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing, and stamp onto this white. Now I don't need a mat underneath. My table is flat, hasn't got any extras, and also this is a rubber stamp, so it's cushioned. Okay, so there's my cute little rabbit. Now in the sample in the catalogue they stamp the rabbit and do some no line watercolouring. Now that's something I'm really not very good at, but I am going to give it a go. Not today, but I will give it a go. Right, I'm going to grab another piece of scrap white and stamp the sentiment, and then I'm going to punch the sentiment out. Using my cloud punch, because I don't have the dies or anything. And I'm going to use Oh Happy Day, I think, just so I've got something from the same set as much as anything. So I hope everybody is well this Tuesday evening. I have to think about that. So I'll be featuring this stamp set during the week, and doing a little bit more work with it and with the papers. That's not very tidy. Let's try that again. That's better. Got a slightly bolder H. Okay, so this is our cloud punch. You can also use it for trees, you know, trees. Okay, like so. And I'm going to add some ribbon onto here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll either punch another cloud and have it offset, or I'll just use my blending brush around the edge of my cloud. Let's have a look at both and see which we like. Okay, so I've got a blue blending brush, and for those who don't know, I don't clean my brushes in between. Not because I'm lazy, although I have a tendency to laziness, but because there's no point wasting the ink that is on there. So I have a generic brush for blue, green, purple, red, yellow, orange, brown, grey. And if it's too dark for what I want, then I just take some of the ink off on my scrap paper. Okay, so, and also it means you get a really nice soft effect because you're not adding any extra ink. So sorry if I'm making you go a bit dizzy, swirling around. There we go. So if you've joined us since the beginning, do say hi and let me know that you're watching. Okay, so that's, yeah, I'm happy with that. That's standing out against our little rabbit on there. And I do have some of this really pretty ribbon, which I've had for a little while, but I haven't used it. and it's called double stitched ribbon, but it's white ribbon, like a white twill, and then it's got a blue ribbon stitched on top. So I don't know if you can see that, it's like a double layer, and I thought that would look really pretty because it's the balmy blue. So I'm going to use some of that. Let's colour in our little rabbit, and I'm not going to do a massive amount of colouring in. I'm going to give him a little bit of pink in his ears. Let me see. So I've got my usual go-to is either light petal pink or light flirty flamingo. Glasses are coming off, and I've got the wrong end. So now your rabbit can be it's going to give him a little white nose, pink nose even, and some pink cheeks, which I'm going to blend out a little bit. So yeah, your rabbit could be grey, it could be brown. You can have the coat obviously any colour that you want. I'm going to use my colour lifter just to soften that cheek colour and this here, like so. I think a nice bright yellow raincoat would be nice. So I'm going to do that. Let's do a little bit of that water. What have I got here? Pool party. Really want balmy blue. Let me just grab my pens from my box. It's all ready for tomorrow. So I've got a light balmy blue for that, and I think a little bit of light and dark crumb cake for my rabbit, and a bright yellow got dark daffodil delight. Let's just grab a light crumb cake. So I'm glad to say that we didn't receive any snow here today, and I hope it's the same for you. I know they forecast snow all over the place. Right, let's have a nice bright yellow raincoat. You could also, if you wanted to, stamp this onto a piece of patterned paper and cut out the raincoat. So that's traditional paper piecing. So that would be rather fun if you had a small patterned paper with tiny flowers or something. That would look very cute. There we go. Okay, so there's our raincoat on there. Let me just bring that up so you can see. Let's add a little bit of blue here for the puddle. So this is light balmy blue, and this will match the background paper that I've chosen as well. And let's just grab some dark balmy blue for that detail. So I am ordering this evening if anybody wants to take advantage of my stamp set of the week. There we go. Put a little bit of blue around there for the splash. Okay, and then have a little bit of like light and dark crumb cake. So I'm not going to do a huge amount, I'm just going to drag in a little bit of dark around the edges, just sort of feathering it in from one side so you don't get a too strong a line, like so. Do the same here and here, and this is quite a small area here. And then just using the light crumb cake to blend that out a little bit. Like so. Not quite sure how I feel about a rabbit wearing just a raincoat, nothing else, but there you go. It is what it is. Okay. So, just adding a little bit of that light crumb cake around the edges here. That's it. All done. Okay, so there he is, one happy little rabbit. Thank you for the thumbs up or the hearts. I'm never quite sure, I can't always tell from my phone what it is. That's very true, Maretta. He's got a fur coat underneath. It's a bit of a relief really, isn't it? Okay, I think this might be a she actually. She's quite, it's got a very sweet little face and little eyebrows, so maybe it's a little girl rabbit. Who knows? Who knows? So, this is going to go onto here. I'm going to put my ribbon round underneath, and then I've got my Oh Happy Day punched out with my cloud. So let's wrap that ribbon round. So, and the thing is, if you didn't like it with the blue, you could just use the white side if you wanted to. Find my snips. So I will be doing some more of this with the papers, so I hope you're able to join me for that tomorrow. Okay, so I'm just getting a feel for where I want that ribbon to go. Like that, I think, roughly there anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to use some seal. I had to order some more refills for this. I realised I've got absolutely no refills left at all. There we go. Just using that to hold the ribbon down. I might move it a little bit further up after all that. And this is where it's useful to use the grid paper if you have it, because then you can see roughly where that lines up, she says. Yeah, do nicely. Okay, as I've got that out, I'll use that for sticking this layer onto the base card, and that's just a white base card. So this is just a straightforward, fairly simple stamped panel. And yes, I have die cut the circle, but you could just cut a rectangle of card if you wanted to, like so, like that. And then this is going to go onto there. Alright, I think I'm going to pop a glue dot on there because I haven't made that very tight. There they are. I'm just going to pop one underneath. Just hold it in the centre, like that. Okay, so this one I'm going to put on with dimensionals, I think, and then probably this one too. And we're done. Sweet little card. This would make a sweet Easter card, wouldn't it, as well, I think. Although I have got some other Easter stamps coming up. A cute rabbit and the rabbit punch. So watch out for that. Okay. He is very cute, isn't he, cat? Or she. They're all quite indeterminate, actually. They could be anything. Okay, so I'm going to get my puddle fairly straight, I think would be useful. And then just going to have that connected like so. So I'm not going to put any dimensionals right on that top side there. Like so. Just two little ones. There we go. And there we have it. Cute little bunny card. Oh, happy day. The other sentiment in there is rainy days are better with you. And I could have added the little flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop the flowers on the inside because I didn't use those. And they are rather cute. So going to pop these along the bottom. Like that. I'm just varying the height to make it a little bit more interesting. There we go. And for my envelope, I'm going to stamp those on the outside and colour them in. So I'm not going to colour these in because the ink will blend through to the back of the card, potentially. Not necessarily, but it might do. So let's just grab an envelope. And I've tidied up my envelope box. It got definitely out of control, and let's just put these, I think, along the back fold. Very cute. So there's that. Let me put the cover on my seal. So there's our card. Just put that on there. I'm just going to colour these little flowers in. So I hope you've enjoyed watching that. Oh, tiniest of leaves. So I will be back tomorrow to use the papers a bit more earnestly. Well, use them actually. I didn't use them at all today, did I? And as I say, I didn't buy the dies, but you could easily fussy cut the animals from the papers. But if you have the dies, then some, not all, but some of the animals can be cut with that. And because I've got army blue, I'm going to have little blue flowers with yellow centres, just to match it. So I hope you have a nice evening ahead planned. Well, it's evening for us here in the UK. If you're watching from anywhere else in the world, or you're watching on catch up or replay, then I hope you're enjoying your day. If you have any queries or questions, or want to order anything, then you're more than welcome to contact me. You can just leave a message or a comment on here, or you can email me, Jenny, Jenny, at Jemini Crafts, that's with a J, .co.uk. And the measurements for the card are 10.5 centimetres by 14.85. That is the folded size. So it's 14.85 by 21, which is half an A4 card. And then the layer that I've cut in balmy blue, thank you Kat, was 10 centimetres by 14.35. If you needed to know that information. There we go, last little bit. And I'm just going to do some sweet little yellow centres, just to finish that off. I missed one. I promise it wasn't deliberate. So balmy blue and yellow to match the coat and the background. You could also stamp these on the front, which I might do when I've finished here, but you don't need to see me colour it all in again. There we go. Thank you. So there's our back of our envelope, and I might well do the front as well. And here's our sweet quick card, just stamped and coloured in, but you could easily have just, let's find the coordinating animal on the paper here. You could have cut this bunny out here in place. So it's exactly the same. Looks smaller, doesn't it? But it is exactly the same. So thank you so much. Hi Teresa, thanks for joining us. I'm just wrapping up, I'm really sorry. So I hope you've enjoyed that sweet little card. There's the coordinating envelope. Stamp set is called Playing in the Rain. And if anybody's interested in ordering that, it is my stamp set of the week. So if you order it from me this week, then you get all the coordinating cardstock, you'll get the ribbon, you'll get the embossed background, and the die cuts and the cloud, and the same for all of the projects I do this week. So thank you so much, have a great evening. I appreciate you joining me. I look forward to crafting with you again really soon, and just over a little bit after past, so I do apologise, But thank you for joining me. Do take care. Catch up with you soon. Bye for now.